The UFC Saudi Arabia card in Riyadh on February 1st. That fight night card is going to be headlined by Israel Adesanya versus Nassourdine Imavov. That's number 2 and number 5 in the middleweight division. Adesanya is coming off a loss to DDP in a title fight, and Imavov's coming off a victory over Brendan Allen. Should be a good fight. Both guys like to strike. For Adesanya, it's kind of a must-win. He's lost 2 in a row. Bohayo was gunning for that fight with Adesanya and campaigning for it, but since it went to Imavov, now Bohayo has to get a new opponent. Adesanya fought 12 fights in a row in title fights in the UFC. This will be the first time after 12 fights that he won't be fighting in a title fight. Not seeing Izzy in a title fight about to be weird. This is Izzy's first non-title fight since 2019. For context, he joined the UFC in 2018. Co-main event of the Riyadh card is an interesting striking fight as well. You got Shara Bullet Magomedov taking on Michael Venom Page in a middleweight contest. MVP moves up a weight class for this one, and if he wins, he could break into the rankings, taking on number 14 ranked Magomedov. MVP's coming off a decision loss to Ian Gary. It was a close fight, 1-1 going into the third, and Ian Gary took the third to take a decision victory. Shara Bullet Magomedov is coming off a double spinning back fist win over Armin Petrosyan. He's 15-0, and he's remaining very active. This will be his 4th fight in the span of just over 7 months, which is also impressive because he's essentially a fighter who just fights in the Middle East for the UFC because problems getting commissions to allow him in the United States to fight with one eye. Like just the other day, Dre Miley got pulled from his fight by the Georgia Commission because he also has one eye. But fighting in Riyadh hasn't been a problem for Shara Bullet Magomedov. He likes to kick. MVP likes to move in and out of range using his counter right hand, so it will be an interesting chess match on the feet. Unfortunately, this feel-good story didn't go exactly as planned. Robshok Nabatov asked for a chance to fight in the UFC. He got a chance to fight in the Zombie Fight Night organization in Korea, and he lost the decision to Matush Camilo. Maybe Camilo gets a UFC contract. Dana White was in Florida watching and filming via satellite looking for a fight. Former UFC fighter Jennifer Maia was in the main event of Invicta 59 in Atlanta, Georgia. She won a decision in that fight to earn the bantamweight title. UFC middleweight Andre Petroski competing at Fury 12 Professional Grappling, taking on Pat Downey at 215 pounds on December 28th. Petroski is coming off a win over Dylan Budka. He's eyeing a fight with Bo Nickel. You also got number 5 ranked welterweight Sean Brady on the card, taking on Richie Martinez. Brady has expressed interest in taking on Leon Edwards March 22nd in London next. Brady's coming off a win over Gilbert Burns in September. Also, UFC heavyweight Alexander Romanov is competing on the card. Romanov's coming off a win over Rodrigo Nascimento. Colby Covington always has to walk around with security around UFC fighters, but he had a pleasant interaction with Michael Johnson. Colby says Johnson's his favorite fighter because he knocked out Dustin Poirier. Michael Johnson's also on the Tampa card, taking on Ottoman Azaitar. Co-main event of Karate Combat 51 in Miami on December 19 is a middleweight contest between Cosmo Alexandre and De Castaneda. Cosmo's got quite a kickboxing record, 71-19-1, 3-time world Muay Thai champion, 4-time world kickboxing champion. Yup. Michael Chiesa said he wanted to fight on this February 22nd card in Seattle, Washington. And Phil Rowe says, UFC, I'm available if Michael Chiesa needs a fight in Seattle. # respectfully. Rowe lost his last fight to Jake Matthews, and Michael Chiesa's coming off a victory, fresh off a victory over Max Griffin. The PFL Zendali won by rear naked choke to win $100K. Alina Wisniewska got a TKO in 20 seconds to win $100K. This fight at Cage Fury Fighting Championship 138 ended controversially. Christian McCauley had Elijah Harris in an anaconda choke. The referee thought that Elijah Harris was out, but he wasn't out, but she thought he was, so she stopped the fight. He popped up and said he was fine and protested the stoppage. Unfortunately for him, it didn't matter. Christian McCauley gets the victory and improves his undefeated record to 6-0. In the main event, Luke Fernandez got the KO, improving his undefeated record to 4-0. Fernandez is a prospect to watch. He finishes all his fights and he beat Eric Anders in a grappling match in May. Drakkar Klose takes on Joel Alvarez this weekend. High probability of a finish there. A bit of an obscure fact provided by the UFC. 18 clinch strikes needed for Drakkar Klose to overtake Nate Diaz for the all-time lightweight leader. In the main event, whether Colby Covington wins against Joaquin Buckley may just come down to how many takedowns he lands. He's 9-0 when he lands at least 3 takedowns, and he's 3-4 when he has fewer than 3 takedowns. As far as Buckley's takedown defense goes, Buckley defends 69% of the takedowns which are attempted against him by opponents.
Let's go, Tampa, Florida. UFC fight night. Let's go, MMADigest test.
It was good fight.
Carlos da.
I'm too fat for you, brother. Judo style.
MMA Digest. Nickname origins.
I got my nickname from my college basketball coach. Funnily enough, he said that at the time I looked like a young O.J. Simpson, so he started calling me Juice. And then beyond that, all my teammates started calling me Juice Box and Juice Bucket and Juice Barrel and all these different things. And Juice Box was kind of the one that I stuck with, and I felt like it was marketable, so that's kind of why I picked it for my MMA nickname.
Hey everyone, just wanted to let everyone know what sort of happened this morning. I was due for I was having my last spar before we flew out to Tokyo, and by freak accident, just got a freak accident and got cut, and resulting in 4 stitches. And if I had it my way, I'd like to proceed with the fight, but taking on a guy like this, my team, the same. I wouldn't have the same team in my corner. Let me go into this fight compromised, and I just want the chance to have a crack at against him for all those belts and to get it on. So hopefully we can get on sooner rather than later once his cut heals up and make this fight happen.